Okay, welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into something truly upsetting. Reports coming out of Frisco, Texas,
Yeah, it's a difficult one. A fatal stabbing incident involving high school students.
at a track meet, of all places. David Kuykendall Stadium on April 2nd. We're
Boy.
talking about 17-year-old Austin Metcalf from Memorial High.
Tragically lost his life. And the reports suggest it stemmed from, well, something incredibly minor.
A seating dispute, that's what's being said,
Yeah,
between students from Memorial and Centennial High.
exactly. And the person charged is also 17, Karmelo Anthony, a senior from Centennial.
Just devastating. We really need to unpack this. Let's get into the details. What happened?
Okay, so based on the initial reports, you had these two groups of students, Memorial and Centennial, at the track meet.
Right, a typical school event.
Supposedly typical. And this argument starts over where people are sitting. It sounds like it got heated pretty fast.
Right.
And that's when, according to the reports, Karmelo Anthony allegedly produced a knife.
Wow. Just pulled a knife over seats.
That's the allegation. And Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the chest.
Oh, my God. And they tried to save him.
Yes, the reports mention immediate efforts right there at the scene, first aid, CPR probably.
Hmm.
And then he was rushed to the hospital, but tragically they couldn't save him. He succumbed to the wound.
It's just horrific.
Mm.
And the sources mention something particularly gut-wrenching.
You mean about his brother?
Yeah. Austin's twin brother, Hunter, was apparently right there, saw it happen, tried to help him while he was bleeding.
I can't even begin to imagine that, seeing your own twin brother like that. It just adds another layer of tragedy.
Absolutely. And before we go further, if you're just joining us or listening later, please remember to like this video and subscribe to Kadem. It helps us bring these important stories to light.
Definitely.
So let's talk about Austin. Who was this young man? The loss seems immense based on the descriptions.
It really does. The reports paint a picture of a really remarkable kid. We're talking a 4.0 GPA.
Wow, smart kid.
Very. And a standout athlete, too. MVP on the Memorial High football team. Had dreams of playing college ball.
So potential just completely extinguished. Was he well-liked?
Yeah, described as a leader, someone people looked up to. So this isn't just a statistic. It's a huge loss for his family, his friends, the school.
The whole community. And speaking of family, the reaction from Austin's father, Jeff Metcalf, it's quite striking.
It really is. Amidst what must be the worst pain imaginable, the reports say he spoke about forgiveness.
Immediate forgiveness for the person accused of killing his son.
Yeah, it's powerful and maybe unexpected for many. It certainly makes you stop and think, what does that mean in the face of such grief?
It really does. What are your initial thoughts when you hear that? Drop them in the comments below. We'd be interested to see how people are processing that aspect.
It's a profound response. Now, let's also touch on the accused, Karmelo Anthony. What do we know?
The sources mention he was also an athlete. A varsity football safety for Centennial.
Right. And apparently had college offers himself. So, another young life with a certain trajectory now dramatically altered.
It adds complexity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a simple narrative. Two young athletes, their paths crossing in the most tragic way imaginable.
And the ripples are being felt throughout Frisco. Reports mention vigils, mourning, tributes. The community is clearly reeling from this.
Understandably, you send your kid to a track meet.
You never expect this. Never.
So where does the investigation stand now?
It's very much ongoing. The Frisco police are heavily involved, obviously. They're urging anyone who saw anything, any witnesses, to please come forward.
Yeah, crucial details could still emerge.
Absolutely. And they're working with the Frisco Independent School District, too, trying to provide support, counseling for students and staff who were, deeply affected by this.
That support is so important right now. So, wrapping our heads around this. A seating argument escalates. A knife appears, and a 17-year-old star student and athlete is killed. His twin brother witnesses it. His father forgives. The alleged assailant, another athlete, faces charges.
It's a stark reminder, isn't it? How
Yeah.
quickly things can spiral, how fragile life is.
It really is. And happening in such a familiar setting, a school event, it's chilling. Makes you think about conflict resolution, anger, especially among young people.
Definitely food for thought.
Right.
What are the pressures, the dynamics that could lead to this kind of violence over something seemingly so small?
It's a heavy question. And a reminder to everyone listening, again, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support matters.
Indeed.
This leaves us reflecting on the sheer unpredictability of tragedy and its devastating impact on families and communities.
Yeah.
Just hold your loved ones close, I guess.
A somber but important takeaway.
Thanks for walking us through these difficult reports today.
Of course, it's important to discuss.